Alright guys, it's that time. We are gonna go to the gym for chest day. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym for chest day. Chest and triceps, so more like a push day. But that's the plan. Don't really know what I'm gonna do, but hey, we figure it out every time. Kind of like might seem like a tangent, but I was watching a video last night, and the idea of passion was brought up in this video. And I was thinking to myself, it's like, do what you're passionate about, and like the rest will come. And I was thinking, like, what am I passionate about? I didn't really think of anything. Nothing was really coming to mind when I think of like something that doesn't feel like work that you enjoy doing. I just went blank. Things like that have always been like kind of difficult to answer, but when I really sat and thought about it, it was like, man, is there anything that doesn't feel like work or something? Does that thing exist? I mean, I would love to find it. And maybe I have and I just haven't realized it. But, it's kind of advice that's been given out that tons of people have heard, find your passion or do what you're passionate about. But I just don't know what that is. Like, how is passion supposed to feel? Maybe my expectations for what being passionate about something are, maybe those are out of whack. Maybe I have too high of expectations when it comes to finding something passionate about or finding passion. And my friend Jody, she brought up to me, she said, just kind of like love, like passion could also be a verb. So maybe being passionate about something is just giving your energy, giving your time, giving your all to something, with no expectation of a reward or anything like that. And it got me thinking, like, maybe I could say that this is kind of, I do these videos and I go to the gym consistently and I don't really get anything out of it. Like, I don't get paid. I don't, all I get is improvement on myself, which, I still walk away with something positive. But I just thought that question was kind of odd because it, what am I passionate about? What is passion? What would passion feel like? How would I know that I found that thing? If you found what you're passionate about, I would appreciate if you commented and like how you discovered that you were passionate about it, or what gave you that click that's like, this is what I know I'm meant to be doing, or this is what I know I love. Because I think that feeling is just foreign to me. I could sit here and talk about being passionate about something, XYZ, and make it seem like I have everything figured out, but I don't. I'm still trying to find my way like a lot of you. Sure, I know the answers to some things, but I think that the more you learn and the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And I could just be overthinking this and, overthinking it infinitely, and you could always go deeper. But just that concept has stuck with me over the past, 12 hours or so. A little bit longer than that, but that concept, that thought has stuck with me. I think you see great people doing things, or maybe not great people, but average people doing great things, and that can be pretty inspiring. And you're like, wow, like, look at how they do that thing. Look at how they fucking sculpt that marble, or look at how they draw that picture, or look at how they paint, or look at these videos that they make, or look at how they impact the world. Passionate people tend to make things look so effortless, and it's difficult to, I don't know, it just something about them. But what's that something about myself? What's that something about you? If you haven't found your passion, have you tried finding your passion? What types of things have you done? Have you gone and tried things? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's you need to go and try more shit. Maybe it's you need to expose yourself to different environments. Maybe you need to do less so you can sit with yourself and actually be bored and have your boredom drive you towards something. We're very occupied in today's time. We have our smartphones, so we're constantly connected to the internet. We got things like YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, you name it. So we're always distracting ourselves, or we're always having a way to just kind of check out. But I think that if you check out too much, you wind up just checking out of life. And this isn't the exact same, but there's like a saying that, I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this saying, but essentially, like, most men die at 25, but aren't buried until they're 75. They just stop living. And it can seem really tough. Like, people got all sorts of shit going on. If you have a family, or you have, a job, or maybe money is tight, or whatever the fuck it is. Insert dilemma here. Are you really living if you're not doing all you can do to experience the world around you, or give the world your gift? I've heard about like people having a gift for things, and that's what they give to the world. And I've never known what that is for me. And this is very much like our first world problem. I just want to highlight that. Like, being able to be bored or to think about these things, like, you're very privileged if you're able to do that. When there's areas in the world where people are wondering where the fuck they're going to get food, where they're going to get clean water, where they're going to sleep. I mean, honestly, like, there's a lot more shit to actually worry about than your passion. But man, just what would the gift be? What can I give? What can you give? I don't mind volunteering for things. I mean, I've done some volunteer work at Feeding Tampa Bay. That was part of work, though. So it's like volunteering, but I'm getting paid by a different entity. I also volunteer at a kava bar, but I drink for free, so I do get something out of it. But it's kind of like, what is that thing that I would do if I got nothing out of it? What would you do? What activity would you partake in if you were not going to get a single thing out of it, but you just did it because you enjoyed it? If you don't know what that is, A, you're not alone. But that journey, I think, can be a pretty difficult one. Because it's so existential. And you don't really know what to expect. You don't really know what to feel. Especially if you're a little anhedonic, so where you don't really feel a whole lot of feelings because you bury them down. I could see it's like you're wandering without a compass. But how do you create that compass, or how do you know where to go, or where do you go? There's so many unknowns and not a lot of guidance. I think that's kind of tough to guide people on, because it's such a personal and subjective thing for everybody. But I do know this, for anyone, the first place to go is that first step. Taking that first step. Whether it's going to beat the thing or not, it's taking the step towards doing the thing. Yeah, it's signing up for that class, or that's trying a boot camp that you've never done before. It's going to the gym, or it's exploring an area you've never been to. Whatever that is, that first step is the most crucial step. I mean, you'll learn along the way. You'll learn real fast, like, hey, this is not for me. It's very easy to kind of see what you don't like, but I don't know. For me, it's tough to see what I like, what actually gets me going. So, but we're going to do some chest and triceps right now. I just got to the gym. That's been on my mind. Wanted to kind of just talk about that and see if you, or maybe somebody you know was on like a similar journey, or if that's been a struggle in your life. But yeah, so I don't know. What are you passionate about? All right, so we're gonna start off with this cable fly. Sounded good, so we're gonna do probably 4 sets of this. Rep range, try to get around 8. That felt good. That was a good fucking feeling first set, I'll tell you that. We're gonna do 4 sets of this. I tell you what, the contraction that I felt was A1. What a fucking opener. Dude, I feel this like I have not felt it before. Whew. Alright, so I think I'm going to do the incline dumbbell press and then superset it with the push-ups off the back of the bench. I think I'll do 4 sets of this. I don't know why, but I just had a feeling. So this is what we're going to do. Ooh, got quite the tricep pump from this. All right, Dig Bick. We're actually gonna switch things up and we're gonna do some tricep stuff and then we'll go back to chest. Maybe do like 2 tricep exercises and 2 more chest exercises and so on. So we're gonna do these pull downs. Now if you wanna modify this, all you gotta do is step closer or step further away. Jesus. So the plan here is to do some skull crushers. With this one, I'm kind of gassed from the last exercise, so I'm going to use a lighter weight and try to get like closer to 12 reps. Oh. Bro, world's best spotter right here. I just got that magic touch. You're doing all the work. I just give you the confidence, man. And I don't touch the fucking weight early. Let people grind it out. Just be there just in case. You're not there to finish the rep for them. You're there to just make sure that they don't die. Simple enough. Somehow a backpack is doing a fly. That happens a decent amount here. You got backpacks working out, which is a first. I never knew that could happen. But anyhow, we are going to do this incline hammer strength chest press. Hi, Poppy.
I heard it the first time, so maybe.
Ah! Oh, Daddy, fuck me. Hi! Ooh, Poppy. I came. And this can feel a little awkward, but we're going to use this chest fly. The nice thing about this is that it takes your biceps totally out of it. I only did 2 sets of those because I really actually wanted to do dumbbell flies, so we'll do 2 sets of these dumbbell flies. All right, so what I'm going to do is these. So not going to use a ton of weight because then I won't really be able to get enough quality reps out of it. But we're going to do this each side, 3 or 4 sets. All right, we did only 3 sets of those. That's gonna be it. I'm tired. I'm gonna get the fuck on out of here. But first, oh God. Yeah, that's some good tricep. Whoop. Oh, that thing. Beautiful. Okay. Let's leave. That was a powerful one. That, dude, I'm fucking beats. But very, very happy with the way that workout went. Everything pumped like it should be. And yeah, so I was thinking one thing I'm not passionate about, doing cardio. But it is important if you're trying to lose weight. Gotta create that extra calorie deficit. And I mean, heart health is, what good is all the muscle and everything if your fucking heart is super unhealthy or fucking not productive? You die, and it's not gonna matter at all. But yeah, what are these people doing? Oh my Lanta. Go! Go! Dude, these people out here really be trying me. But yeah, so that's that. I just kind of, I don't know, I'm having like this weird feeling of just like it's not deja vu, but like, hey, that's not even it either. It's just like just a strange feeling. Just a strange feeling about, I don't know, I get weird with like the time and the sunlight levels. And I've brought this up before to, a therapist, but I don't know what it is, but something about the sun setting and like the end of the day just gets me feeling like uneasy. I don't know if you've experienced that, but that's not too pleasant. But nevertheless, it was a good workout day. Yeah, I ain't got much else to say about that. We did like a decent amount of, we did like some pushing things, we did some flying things, we did some tricep-y things. I did more chest stuff than tricep stuff, but some of your chest stuff can count for tricep stuff. So like presses and whatnot, I think it's generally acceptable for like if you do 4 sets of like a bench or something that's a press, it's working your chest, like 2 of those sets can kind of count for your weekly sets of triceps. But not everybody's super meticulous about it. Yeah, so tomorrow we got, what the fuck is happening, dude? Tomorrow we're gonna do some shoulders. Johnny Juice gave me a compliment. He said that my shoulders were looking nice. Whatever I was doing was working. And from someone with a decent amount of muscle mass, that feels good. I like hearing things like that. See, and I'm not doing anything fucking too crazy. I'm not doing anything ultra scientific. I'm not doing anything that's really structured. I'm just doing something. So often we just gotta do something. Just doing nothing, dude. Doing nothing for long enough will make you go crazy. Now I'm speaking from experience. It's like the grass is always greener. You think like when you work hard and whatnot and you're like, man, I just want a break. All right, you get enough of a break, then you just, I mean, maybe this isn't everybody, but then it gets old really fast. One thing that comes to mind is like Squidward from SpongeBob, the episode where he moves to Tentacle Acres and like he does the same thing every day, and it just shows his face getting progressively more and more miserable. I think that's a lot of people. You know, we just kind of are running on autopilot and we're not really living. Kind of circles back to what the beginning of the video was about, you know, finding what you're passionate about and what fulfills you. Honestly, it's, I don't know. It's a question, I'll say that. But I don't really have much to say, so I'm going to clip the video there. I'll see you next time for shoulders. Remember to stay beautiful. And bye. Have a beautiful time.